What is going on, folks? It's the mental Manny, and I am back, and I'm feeling a lot better than I have been quite recently. I'm about a week after the surgery that I did have, which was, if you do know, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and the surgery went fine, and now I'm pretty much nearly recovered, so I'm doing well. Basically, I have done so many videos on like how to quit smoking, plans for quitting smoking. Hold on. Got a lovely watermelon and starfruit Tropicana. Done a lot of videos on how to quit smoking. Good plan for people there, and if you are looking to do that, those videos will be up very soon. And I've been really focusing on my group therapy, and I've been really focusing on myself and recovering. So you got to learn to have that kind of focus. When you need to take that focus time, you need to learn to kind of be less selfless and be a bit more selfish. In what people would say that is selfish, but that's just being less selfless. And there is quite a big difference in... Sorry, I'm just fiddling because my light over there needs a bit more projection. So, I've been focusing on myself quite a bit more recently, and it's been going well because it looks after me when I need it, and I do need my time sometimes, because not only do I put myself out there on the internet, I put myself out there in the real world as well, and that can be really, 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 really kind of... It almost feels like sensory overload, because so many people know so much about you, but yet they don't know. And because it's not they're not you. And I don't know, it's a weird feeling being on the internet and doing these videos. I guess you gotta be the right type of person to do that, and I feel like I am, but it does get to me sometimes, and I'm not afraid to admit that because I know myself well, and I'm not one of them people that is gonna kind of lie just for the sake of looking like a different kind of persona online. I'm just myself, and I'll always admit when I felt anxious or I've been depressed, and there's videos I've even recorded of where I look at myself in a state and I'm like, that's not content for the internet. That's not going to make anyone feel any better. All that is like almost like self-deprecation. It's like, let me put my self-deprecation out there. Everyone goes through that kind of state, where you want to put it out there and look for help. But that's not the way to do it. So I'm here to not only help myself, but help yous as well. And that's like my main focus, to kind of try and help other people rather than it all be about me. You know what I'm saying? So I have been focusing on myself a little bit more. I bought a new top today, so I feel fresh. I've also bought some new jeans. It's about time. Got some new jeans from Zara. They're really nice. I've also used my first ever, because I don't usually do these things, face mask, like a peel off one, and oh my god, I can understand why people use them. I always thought, oh, these girly things, they're not really like accessible, and they're not really like for guys, which was stupid, I know, but you've got to understand it from my perspective of like, the whole time I've grown up, you've got to kind of act a certain way and be a certain way, and it's weird being in a society where now, everything you want to do is kind of acceptable, and it's also good because I tried this face mask and I feel like it's removed quite a lot of the like rare blackheads that I do get on my nose, and they're not nice, and it makes your skin feel super soft and a bit, I don't know, my cheeks feel like almost lifted. I don't know how to describe it. It says like it tightens your skin. I don't know whether that's true, but I definitely feel nicer after the face mask. So that's maybe something I'll do again, because I use moisturizer and stuff like that, because people who don't want to look after their body, I'm kind of like, why? Do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough if you don't want to use loads of products, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't use loads of products. All I do is moisturize and clean, and I use conditioner and stuff like that. Like, very simple things. They don't take long. And it just makes you feel better about yourself, you know? Like, I've always had that thing about my image. I guess it's kind of, some people call it like vain, but I don't care about how other people see me, you know? It's more about how I see myself, and if I'm not dressed right in my eyes, then I don't want to like leave the house. So I always try and dress how I want to dress, just to be able to do something. And that's something with me, man. Like, that's genuinely something with me, you know. That's one of my falls, I guess. That's one of the faults of my personality, that I just care so much, you know. I feel like shit sometimes because I see myself get a certain way. Like, I'm kind of baby faced right now because I had to shave because I looked borderline homeless, because I was getting all the cheek fuzz and neck hair, and I just felt like I wasn't looking after myself as I was, you know. And it's difficult because I'm one of them people that does have their downfalls, and I'm, again, not afraid to admit it. Like, I bite my fingernails and I bite my lips all the time because anxiety. And, you know, I don't want to be doing those things, but I try to look after the rest of me, you know. I have those things there. I think everyone has a thing or a couple of things that you do that aren't great, but if you're looking after the general, I really think that's a good way to be, because I'm one of them people that, you know, I really enjoyed my time doing drugs and drinking and smoking and doing various things. I really enjoyed those times, and in my head sometimes I do wish I was still able to do certain things, but I've been sober for so long now that, you know, I feel like a different person, but I feel like the person I always was, and I felt like the person who I was when I was doing drugs and alcohol wasn't the best me, and it wasn't the real me. It was just me kind of simplified. It was just me put into more constraints. And when I'm not on those things, it's like the restraints are taken away, and my mind is allowed this, like, kind of to pick up the speed and be able to think properly and clearly is important to me, and to feel myself is really important to me. And I think that can be relatable to a lot of people, that as soon as you start to lose that sense of personality, especially for someone like me with BPD, that if you lose that sense of personality, it can really tend to, you know, derealize the situation, and you start entering a new kind of form of breakdown, like an identity crisis or existential crisis, as I would say, because I have an existential crisis that I'm always in, but I also then have an identity crisis at times when I don't feel myself, and it kind of scares me because it's so difficult sometimes for me to really know myself, because I always say, like, other people don't know me, and the people who know me best only know me a little, and that means I only know myself like this much, and other people know me like a tiny amount as well. So it can be really, I don't know, it's probably just me procrastinating and getting too deep, but that's how I like to think, and that's how I want this channel to be. It is just thoughts, because I think thoughts are important, and if we dismiss everything we think, like, people have this weird imagination of when they do think of something out there that is automatically wrong, or they think because someone else has thought of something that is out there that is wrong, like, we deny ourselves our truths. Like, that's real. We deny ourselves our truths, and I feel like people, to be more honest with yourself, you gotta be more open with yourself. That's kind of obvious, I guess. You gotta be more open. But being open with yourself can be really, really difficult. And it takes a long time to do, because to open up to yourself when you've been closed off for so long, and you've had those boundaries on how much you'll kind of let yourself access those emotions and those thoughts, it can really be a struggle to kind of open that back up. But once you do, you can kind of like really see who you are and the personality, and really kind of give yourself a good assessment. And really that will give you more idea of where you want to go and what you want to do with yourself, and how you want to treat yourself. So I think that's important, that people need to be more open with themselves and accept their truths. Like, I think that's important. This is a really, really nice drink. Like, I feel blessed to be able to be drinking fruit juices again, because I've not been able to, and really nice. What else? I'm gonna start walking more. I need to get out of the house a bit more than I have been, and because it's got to a point where, like, the belly and, you know, weight, beautifulness and stuff is kind of getting to me. So when I'm ready to, I'm gonna start a proper diet rather than mismatching my diet, and I'm just gonna start with walking. Like, that's the first step. I'm gonna start with walking and then work my way back into the gym, because I feel like I'm at a decent size now. Like, I'm at a comfortable weight now that I could really do something with it, and kind of tone and just work on my general, like, health, and I think that'll boost my mood and boost my energy levels. And I feel like it's a good motivator, because, you know, we from exercise, you're producing loads of endorphins, and they make you feel good, and when we feel good, we want to do it again, and that's what motivates you. And that type of motivation, when you start seeing the physical changes and you feel the difference, that's a big motivator as well. So I think physical exercise and mental exercise are really key towards, like, self-discovery, and again, seeing yourself in the truer image in terms of where you want to go and what you want to do. Because until you, like, try it and push those boundaries, you'll never really know how far your personality has strength, because exercise is a great test of personality, because I've known a lot of people in my lifetime who smash workouts and really shine, you know, and then I've seen people who really kind of get angry with themselves, and it's good to just let that out, let see, you know, kind of let the exercise do the talking and really see how far you can push yourself. I think that's important. But I really hope all of you people are doing alright, you know. I don't ask yous enough, and I don't kind of interact with yous enough, I guess. So I really do hope though that you're doing okay, and I hope that somehow if you are going through something that is really affecting you, that you'll find a method, you know, you'll find what works for you, and that you kind of are able to bounce back from what's bringing you down and kind of be able to, you know, find them truths for yourself. I really do hope that, and I hope that when you're viewing these videos, you're not just thinking, this guy's a boring cunt, do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I do feel like that. I feel like I could be quite a boring person, you know? I've had an interesting life, but I feel like a boring person just because I just sort of do boring things, I guess, to most people. But this is like my interest, and that's why it feels bad, I guess. At the end of the day, it feels kind of shit. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like finding out all of your friends think the thing you think is the best, they think it's absolute trash, and that kind of makes you feel a certain way. And that's how I kind of feel on the internet, you know? Something that is your interest, like, kind of doesn't really resonate with a lot of people. But I'm not really, I am doing it for other people in hope of other people. But I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and it is my interest. I'm doing it because I want to be here doing this. I'm not doing it because I'm looking for approval. I'm doing it in hope, you know, I guess. So, you know, sometimes it can get kind of deep, it can get really kind of monotone, it can get really kind of, I would almost say kind of triggering for some people, maybe, some of the stuff I touch on, but I think it's important to just have the information and listen to someone else speak for a while, because I do that. And I think it's interesting to hear another person's point of view and how they think and assess the kind of person that they are and really see who they are. Because if we just really focus on ourselves all the time, we're just kind of developing the person you aspire, you know? Not the person that really fits in. You just kind of building on the blocks you made, rather than building off blocks that like part of a community and really feeling that sense of like being part of the bigger picture, I guess. So yeah, like, not to quote a meme or anything, but it do be like that sometimes, and I'm just trying to live my best life because I've already lived my worst life, and I'm just trying to move forward to a bright future from the dark past and really try and make something of myself. Because when I was young, I had so many people around me that really thought I'd amount to nothing. They saw the situation that I was placed in as a kid and the family I came from. they seen that situation and thought, let's forget about this kid because he's not gonna have a future. He's not gonna make anything of himself. But I came from a place of like, straight away, people just didn't give a fuck that I even existed, you know? And I really had to make it on my own 2 feet and stand up for myself and say, hey, I matter, you know? Like, you matter, but I also matter. I'm human and I'm here and I want to make a change and I want to do things with my life and I want to be part of what you're part of, which is bigger picture, you know? I want to be part of that and I want to do things. But I always had people around me that would say, you can't do that, you know? You're not going to be that guy because you came from this place. And it's like, I came from that place and I'm already out of that place. I've already done more, you know? I've already done more than they expected. I've already done that, so I can be proud of that and everything, but it's time to really kind of show people my potentials and show myself my potentials and show myself what I can be and show myself who I can be and show people that were in my past that they were wrong to think what they thought, and never to really judge someone like that because they're so young, you know? They're so young and they've come from a rough environment and they've come from a rough past and a dark past, and people still judge me to this day, you know? And they think, oh, you did all this stuff, this bad stuff. I made a lot of mistakes and I've also made a lot of apologies and I've also learned a lot of lessons. I've learned so much in my short lifetime that I think, I hope that I will be a wise old man, you know? I hope I get to live that long. And that's weird for me to say because I have suicidal tendencies and I have all these issues, and it, for the first first year of my life, I actually want to be around and I want that future and I want all that. Whereas before I was just doing it because other people wanted that from me. The people, my peers, kind of said, you've got to get a job, you've got to do this, you got to do that. So I just kind of did it, you know? And now it's time for me to kind of do my own thing and really show myself that what I care about can really change stuff, you know? Change people, change ideas, and exchange thought processes, and really kind of solidify the fact that I may have come from a certain life and I may have had a certain family and I may have done certain things in the past, but it doesn't mean people can't change. And that's what I really want to prove, that people can change and that it's never too late to really say, like, I was wrong, you know? Never really too late. And I just want to get on with it, you know? I'm that type of person. I will usually just get on with stuff, and hold on, I'm getting a call mid video from my friend. But yeah, like, I just want to show people and I want to show myself. So how long have I been going on about this? Like, I know this is meant to be a video. 24 bloody minutes, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave you with that because I need to go and eat, because I've not ate today because I've been so busy with group therapy and other things. So I'm gonna go eat first of all, and then I'm gonna try and get this video out tonight. Yeah, well, I don't know why I'm saying yeah to you, because I should be pointing out myself. I am gonna get this video out tonight, but I'm gonna try and stagger the uploads of the other ones because they're not as, they're like almost like life advice videos, whereas this is more just general, you know. This is more podcast like, I guess, because it is going on for quite a while and it's not structured, whereas the other one was, other 4 was structured, whereas this isn't structured. So I digress. What I'm gonna do doesn't really matter, but what does matter is that you are the shit, you know. You are important and you can change stuff around you, and it's never too late to admit you were wrong, and it's never too late to do right. So that's enough pointing at you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Mental Manny podcast. I have been Rossi. If you want to join the mental family, hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I won't point again. Also, hit the notification icon, bell icon for notifications when I upload and live stream. But apart from that, I'll catch you in the next video or stream. Bye.